Hi guys, it's Stephanie. It's Monday, December 10th. Anyways, the discussion I want to have today is sometimes if we're not around the right people, we're going to think that age makes a difference in deciding whether you want to do something or not. For example, if you're interested in a particular job that has a lot of learning involved, you might think that you're too old to do that job or to learn information to do that job. Or you might be too old to train for that job. I'm here to tell you that you're never too late to learn something new or change careers. Before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and to all those people just visiting my channel for the first time. If you find something here that resonates with you, please consider on subscribing. We'll be right back with more.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
So anyways, I'm learning that I have had times that I felt like I was too old to learn something new or try something new. Okay? I think that's why I took a long time deciding if I want to change job title. I worked for the Home Depot for 14 years. I've been working now for Lowe's for the past 4 years. 4 years plus 14 years. That's 18 years, guys. 18 years practically, I've been doing the same job. The plumbing department and the electrical department. I was afraid to change jobs because I thought I'd be too old. There's too much involved. But you know what? There's a lot to be said about hands-on training. When you're going through hands-on training, you're going to make mistakes. But the mistakes you make when you're hands-on training is good, because when you make a mistake, you quickly learn how to do it the right way. In my case, I had to learn different applications to apply on my job when I'm on the computer. Okay? A lot of work that's involved today in sales, it's all software. And a lot of the systems out there is Microsoft. All right? But even when I was doing plumbing sales, I didn't want to do special orders because there was ordering involved. And with Lowe's, we have other older software combined with a new. I didn't want to bother myself with all that. But you know what? These past 3 weeks, I'm learning a lot, and I'm feeling more comfortable working on my own. Sure, there are things I'm still learning, but I'm learning. If I was around the right people all these years, I would have started something new. I like the job I have because I'm never climbing ladders. I'm never lifting anything heavy. Okay? I'm around customers less than I was when I was in plumbing for 18 years. All right? The only time I go around customers is because I'm trying to get some more accounts open. That's easy. And if I choose to help someone with their plumbing situation, it's because I choose to. And I choose to because I see opportunities for opening new accounts. So I like my job. And the other reason why I like my job so much, it's only Monday through Friday, and I have every single weekend off. Whereas when I was working in plumbing and electrical, I never had every weekend off. Now I have every weekend off, plus I like my job. It's something new. It's like a breath of fresh air. When you develop old habits, sometimes old habits are hard to break because you started creating this dependency on your old job. The fact that you know what you're doing when you're going in, it's a comfortable thing. And on my job I have now, I have to be a performer. I always got to perform. I always got to talk to people about opening up a new credit card or a new account. And I'm performing special orders, and I'm doing quotes for contractors, okay? Licensed builders, putting together their material listing and giving them quotes. I like doing that. It's different. It's challenging. And I'm spending more time now on the computer and placing phone calls than I ever did in all those 18 years that I've done plumbing and electrical. When I was younger, I had a massive stuttering problem. I would have never done it. It took me years to get over my stuttering situation. Sometimes you have to put yourself in the situation where you're scared to try something to actually do that something that you're afraid of. You got to give yourself a break and give yourself a chance, because you're never too old to learn something new. It's rewarding, it's refreshing, and I actually look forward to going into work. I really do. All right, guys, we're back. Where I left off was I was talking about being afraid of pursuing a different career path. Maybe you've had an idea in your mind, or you've had some visions in your mind about a career or a job that you want to pursue. A career always turns out to be a job, or a job can turn into a career. It doesn't matter. If there's another career path or a job you want to do it. Don't think that you're too old, because like I said, you're never too old. I went way too long on the same job, and I was afraid to pursue something else because I felt secure in the job I've been doing for 18 years. The other part of the reason was because I kept seeing myself being in the same position until I retire. In some other instances, I didn't think that I had it in me. I didn't think that my mind can hold on to information long enough to learn something new. Like, for example, when I worked at the last store, I didn't want to get involved with doing special orders for my customers who wanted to install, for example, a surround frameless shower enclosure. There's a process to these things, and I didn't think that I can learn it. But now, being in the job that I have been for the past 3 weeks, I know I could have done it. When on my last job, I had many opportunities to learn, to apply myself. But I thought it was too much of a bother. Even after I took notes on the process to doing a special order for a customer, I didn't think I can do it. I didn't. I think also maybe I just didn't care enough. Maybe I thought that the next 10 years of my life or 9 years of my life, I'm just gonna slide my way there and not assume any responsibilities. A lot of times we don't want to do something new or study for a new job. Is because we don't want the responsibilities that come with it. In some jobs, you can assume all the responsibilities and your pay will not increase, but your responsibilities always increase. And sometimes you don't think that the managers are showing you enough appreciation. Sometimes that is the case. Sometimes that's the case. Quite frankly, I think in the sales business where you're tied to a fixed salary, you can work your buns off and never get rewarded. In my job, they will give you patches. What the hell is a patch? You got to get 7 patches to get a measly $50 that you never see anything of after taxes. It's pathetic. But in some other cases where you want to change your career because you've been doing a job that you don't like for the past 15, 20 years, it could be well worth it. You know, look into this new job that you're interested in, do some research, find out what it takes. You know, if it's something that you got to go part-time school for, it may be well worth it. Sometimes it's not all about money. Okay, sometimes it's just not all about money. Sometimes it's just the job itself that you want to do. Maybe it's a title that you want. Maybe that job or that title gives you a better schedule, more time for yourself or more time for your family. Maybe on that job, there's more room for advancement. And just maybe those managers will show appreciation. And maybe in the end, you will make the money you want to make. I don't know. Everybody has different reasons for staying on a dead-end job or getting out of a dead-end job. In my case, what just happened this past few months was that I did something really gutsy. I looked for a home in this area, and then I found a home, and I was under the impression that my company will just transfer me to a position that I had in the plumbing department in a different store. I know that when I was at the Home Depot, that's what they did. They didn't talk about availability. If your job was in the plumbing department, you get transferred to the plumbing department. With this company, Lowe's, no. There has to be an opening. Not knowing that, I took a leap of faith. After taking a leap of faith, and after closing on my job, I'm finding out that that's not the way they do it. There has to be a position available in the job you want. And then, just because you worked a daytime shift, a fixed shift, let's say 6 to 3 like I used to have, doesn't mean that's what you're going to get. Because most likely, where you'd be working, somebody already has that position. I found myself in hot water there for a moment, because here I am now. I found the home I liked. I've practically dumped all my savings into buying this home. Okay, and part of my big chunk of my retirement into buying this home. Not knowing or fully understanding if I was going to get the same job, and I wasn't. Now I was hustling, doing applications and applying for different positions in 4 or 5 different lows in the district, from Tampa to all the lows north of Tampa. Okay, I was getting a little nervous there, because if I didn't land any of those jobs, I would be stuck with driving back to my store for 2 hours. It was a 2-hour hike. That means I'd be living here and driving to work for 2 hours. It's 100 miles. That sucked. I was saying to myself, oh my God, I gotta drive 100 miles for 2 hours, to and from? That's 4 hours. That's 4 hours just driving. That's 12 hours. 8 hours at work and 4 hours just driving back and forth. Half my check will be going for gas. Okay? And on the jobs that I was applying for, I was being turned down. I wasn't being accepted. Until I had one last interview at the store I am now, which is the store I initially wanted. But it was for a different position. It was a better position and it was more money. I took a chance. I took a blind chance, a leap of faith. And here I am on this new job, this new title that pays me more than what I was making as a plumber after all the raises that I got. After the interview, I was made an offer. It was more money than I was making because I took a chance, a leap of faith. Sometimes in life, you have to take a chance. If you don't give yourself a chance, you're never going to know. You're going to go through life wondering what it would have been like. It's the same thing with any job, with any career. If there's something, if there's a job that someone else that you know is doing that you prefer to have, look into it. Look into it. Take a chance. Most likely, if that's a job you want to do, then it's going to work out. If that doesn't work out, maybe that's a setup for something else that you're really meant for. The word I want to use is serendipitous. My moves were serendipitous of the job I have now. This wasn't the job that I thought. This wasn't the job I was aiming. I simply wanted to go back to my old job in a different store that was closer to where I'm going to be living. Okay? After I was awarded this job, people who were doing it in my old store were saying, Steph, we think you can do it. But in the back of my mind, I kept saying, I don't know. I'm going to be without a job. If I don't do good, I'm going to lose my job. Then I'm going to lose my home because I won't have money to pay my mortgage. That's my grandfather clock. Yeah. That means that it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I want to talk about. If you see something that you want, pursue it. Find out about it. Find out the ways that you can go about achieving what you need to achieve to get that job. Talk to people who are doing it. I don't care if it's in a medical field. I don't care if it's in law enforcement. I don't care if it's a real estate job you want. You know, if you want something bad enough, you will prepare for it in every conceivable way, and then you will be good at it. And maybe the job that you're trained for might not be the one for you, and another job that you like better and pays better could be right behind it. That's what happened to me. I love the job I do. I love talking to people on my job. I love trying to get credit applications. I like to open new accounts. I like to work with the construction workers and the contractors. I like doing that stuff because it's a far cry. It's a day and night than what I've been doing for 18 freaking years. I used to go to work and I used to hate what I did. Downstalking, climbing a ladder on a electric ladder, going up and down, busting my haunch and not feel like I'm appreciated. I actually feel like I'm appreciated. My bosses tell me I'm doing a great job. They love it. To keep it up. Some think I'm inspiring others who are not doing so well. But anyway, you get the gist. I'm gonna be 59 years old next year. Okay? And I'm supposed to work 7 more years or 8 more years before retirement. I don't think I'm going to retire 100%. I think I'm always going to be doing something. My goal is to retire from full-time and work part-time. It might be at the store I am now, or it might be a different job. I don't have any choice anyway. I use a lot of my retirement to buy this home, to finance it. I took money out of my savings. I took money out of my retirement. And a lot of you guys might say, oh, that was crazy, Steph. Not really. The last apartment I rented, the townhome, that cost me almost $2,300 a month. How much it cost me to live here? My mortgage is only $1,300 a month. You will not, in Florida or California or Massachusetts or anywhere in the Northeast or Northwest or someplace in between, find a home this large, this beautiful, or an apartment like this for $1,300 a month. You won't do it. That's my mortgage. But I sunk a lot of money down to have a small mortgage. Okay? Because I'd rather pay this than pay rent for rental companies to get rich off of me. That's why I did this. And I'm truly happy here. I love my home. But it all started with a vision. My goal was to stay at my old place for 6 months, the rental townhouse for 6 months. I envisioned myself in this home. I looked at real estate books every day and listings until I took a drive up here, a chance, to see what this house was like. And I liked it. I liked the community. I liked the small town. I love it. And I'm working where I want to work, 7 miles away at the store I wanted to. I took a chance on everything. And by the time I get to retire, I would have reaped some of that money that I lost with the down payment on this home back. So I took a leap of chance. You can too. This is about me and what I did, because I know there are people out there just like me who are afraid to take a chance, and they do something for 20 years and they go to work, they're not happy, they're miserable, like I was. But anyway, that's today's conversation. I hope you guys can take something from it. If you can, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Come on guys, leave a comment. All right? If this video resonates with you and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Okay? These conversations and topics are important. There's a lot of people going through them. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. We're at the beginning of the week. Today it's cold outside. I just turned the heat on and I had my lunch. I packed my lunch for tomorrow already. I gotta get my clothes out and get ready. I'm gonna go into bed, cuddle up in a blanket, and turn the other widescreen TV on. That's my simple life, guys. I have a simple life, not complicated. I hope to see you guys soon this week. Guys, that concludes this evening's film.